Welcome to the Adhocracy Show, the show for people who know what pen is right for them.
We'll be right back. Oh, dang it. Welcome back. I'm David Landeen.
And I'm JD Melville, and welcome to the Adhocracy Show. We're excited that you're here.
And we're excited that we're here as well. You may notice something behind my head. Yes, it is this poster.
Ooh.
And it is going to be a cool contest we're going to be having involving it, but we're going to talk about it next week because we have a jam-packed episode this week all about handwriting and psychology but before we get into that, few things.
Couple things.
Like this episode.
Yes, while you're sitting there, just click the little heart, little.
Dink. It's like just you move your mouse, or like if you're on your phone, right there, done.
Give us a little love, you know.
We all need it.
We do.
And we had something very cool.
Oh, this was
happen.
The coolest thing that we've had so far. We've had a lot of cool things, but last week we had an Instagrammer that you should follow, and you should definitely follow her.
Eliza Hall, Eliza Calligraphy, amazing artist.
And David just sort of offhandedly said, I wonder what it would look like with her handwriting. She did it. Here's the image, and I mean she not only did she write it.
I know.
Oh my gosh, it's in Galaxy.
She did it in Galaxy.
Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. Thank you so much again, Eliza. You are a star.
Yes, absolutely. Made our day, made our week. We were blown away by just how nice that was.
Yeah.
I mean, she has like thousands of followers, and she took the time. I mean, we just feel like, us with our few subscribers here, which we love. But like, so cool.
Yeah.
We were blown away.
Absolutely. So we thought, while we were talking about handwriting, we thought, why wouldn't we just do an episode about handwriting? Not necessarily calligraphy in general. I've always thought that the way we write and even the instrument that we choose says something about us.
Okay.
It may be...
As in, are we saying, when we say instrument that we choose, like pen versus pencil, or just like which pen, or like I choose a computer?
I mean, the thickness of your pen, the kind of pen. I mean, some people prefer writing with a certain color. This is mine. This has been my favorite pen that I've had for a long time. The Uniball. It's an extra fine point. I definitely have, I like to control. I like to make sure that when I'm writing.
Well, I've also noticed with that pen that it has a very like fluid. I mean, there's a lot of ink that comes out with it, even though it's a fine. So the pen that I like, which I discovered,
it's the Zebra.
The Zebra F301. It has a good feel, ballpoint. I just feel like my handwriting is better when I use this pen.
Yeah.
Now, another thing that I've noticed is are you a hard surface or a soft surface?
I definitely need a hard surface.
See, and I find a soft surface, like just giving it a little bit of give in the paper, like definitely improves my handwriting or my drawing.
But I need something to like do it because I'm, going at it.
Yeah.
Well, I've always wondered this, and if maybe you've wondered this, but wonder no more. There is a science out there called graphology or graphoanalysis. And this is a form of science that basically looks at your handwriting to determine different things about you. So literally your handwriting may be giving you away.
So basically this is a future TV series on CBS.
Yeah. It's going to be a guy that comes in and like
analyzes handwriting.
And it's going to be kind of quirky.
Yeah, maybe he'll like have an addiction or something.
The interesting
dark background.
The thing that's interesting about this is that it can display over 5,000 different personality traits. So it can really show a lot about you. It can detect things like illness. It can detect.
So your handwriting may be off.
Yeah.
Because your voice is a little.
I might have, my handwriting is going to look a little weird.
Yeah.
It can tell your energy level. It can also tell if you're lying, which would be perfect for that show.
I know, exactly.
Perfect. So
CBS, give us a call if you want us to pitch you in a TV series.
We've got it all written out for you. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a little handwriting here. We're gonna write a phrase 3 different ways. We're going to do the way you would normally write it.
Okay.
In all lower caps.
All
lowercase.
Oh, okay.
And then we'll write it in cursive.
Cursive lowercase or cursive however?
Cursive however,
okay.
I think.
Okay.
And the phrase that we're going to be rewriting may be familiar to some of you. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. You may know what this is. Maybe you don't. What it is it's just kind of a
sentence, a phrase.
A panagram, yeah. That basically says, here's all the letters of the alphabet in one phrase.
It includes all the letters.
So a lot of typographers will use this to kind of showcase their letters. So let's go ahead and write, the quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. Okay. Are you ready?
Yeah. I think I missed a C on my quick. Yeah, I most definitely did. All right.
Okay. So now looking at the context of your letters, how you're writing, did you write in large, small, or average?
I feel average.
Okay. Yeah. I think it looks average.
It's pretty average. What about you?
I think mine looks pretty average.
Yeah, I'd say average.
I mean, it's a little bit bigger than yours, but
yeah, but it's not like huge.
So average means you are well-adjusted and adaptable. That's very nice.
Thank you, kindergarten.
If you have large letters, you're outgoing, people-oriented, outspoken, love attention. Mine a little bigger.
That's kind of interesting. We probably should wait. That's large letters. Maybe we need to write larger because obviously, I mean, we're looking for attention on YouTube.
Absolutely, we need to write larger for YouTube.
Yeah, if our YouTube channel will be more successful if we change our handwriting.
This can also mean that you're like putting up a front, like you're trying to like hide who you actually are, and you might not have a lot of confidence, so you over.
Well, this is good for our viewers because they know that we are who we are here. I mean, this is just you know us. This is who we are because look, this is our handwriting. See.
If you have small letters, you're shy, withdrawn, studious, concentrated, and meticulous. So it's like controlled and small and wide spacing versus narrow spacing. What's yours?
I think wide, like between the and quick. That's a pretty wide.
That's a pretty wide, yeah.
Yeah.
Mine looks kind of wide. I mean, they're not narrow, right?
No, that's super close together.
That's pretty close. Okay.
No, it's not super close.
Okay.
I mean, I feel like there are breaks between.
So wide spacing means you enjoy freedom and you don't like to be like crowded, overwhelmed. Narrow spacing means you can't stand being alone, and you tend to crowd people and be intrusive.
Oh no, I'm most definitely a wide space person.
You are a wide space person. Let's see. Shape of the letters: rounded letters, pointed letters, connected letters.
Well,
mine are all of those things.
In cursive, they're all connected, which is a good thing.
You did it right.
Rounded.
Mine are kind of
I feel like mine are more rounded.
Some of mine are really sharp and some of them are really rounded. So if they're rounded, you're creative and artistic.
Yeah.
If they're pointed, you are more aggressive, intense, very intelligent and curious.
Interesting.
And if they are connected, it's logical, systematic, and you make decisions carefully.
Interesting. I'm apparently very systematic and make decisions carefully on F, O, R, and C.
Perfect.
And cursive.
Okay, let's talk about looping.
Okay.
This is loops in an L, like an L loop or an E loop.
L.
If they're narrow or wide.
Mine are wide.
So mine are pretty wide.
Yeah.
I mean, at least how I normally write. There's my E. If your E's are wide.
Oh, like that. No, mine E's are narrow.
Oh, you have very narrow E's.
Yeah. Okay.
A narrow E means you tend to be skeptical of others, and you tend not to be swayed by the emotions of others.
Well, that's interesting because in the Adhocracy Show we kind of talked about that.
That's true. Yeah.
So,
go check that out.
This obviously is absolutely correct.
Whiteys means you are open-minded and enjoy trying new experiences. I enjoy trying new experiences.
Okay.
Just so you know.
Yeah, that's good.
L's.
You know what you should try and do is change your handwriting. That'd be a new experience.
I have changed my handwriting. a couple of times now.
Really?
Yeah.
I've tried, but I just can't.
I have some relics. My A's used to look more like deltas, like triangles.
Oh.
I felt that used to save time because it was taking so much time to write an A. I don't know. Let's see.
Okay.
If your L's, let's see, L, find your L. If it's narrow, you may be restricting yourself, which could lead to feelings of tension. Mine's kind of small.
Mine's large.
If they're wide, you're relaxed and spontaneous. Self-expression comes easy to you. What? Nice. Okay.
See, that's spontaneous right there. I mean, this is absolutely correct.
But you're skeptical about that.
Yeah. Or maybe it's not.
Dotting your I's. How do you dot your I's?
With a dot.
Is it right above, slightly to the left? Is it a slash?
Slightly,
do you circle?
Slightly to the left.
Mine for the most part are right over when I dot.
I would say it's like slight to the left slash.
Okay, slight to the left. If you're slight to the left, you tend to be a procrastinator.
It's like clear off to the left. It's way out there.
You are a procrastinator. Mm-hmm. You don't tend to be a procrastinator.
Well, it's because I wait to dot my I's.
Oh.
And then like I get it off.
I don't typically dot my I's or my J's. For some reason, I've always hated dotting my J, and when I write JD, it's like, I don't know. If it's a slash, you're overly self-critical. You don't have a lot of patience for inadequacy, and people that don't learn from their mistakes. Is that true?
Probably.
Probably.
I don't know. I feel like I can't ever fix anything about myself, and I would, but I just don't have the patience to learn it.
If your dot is high over your eyes, you might have a great imagination. If it's right over, you're detail-oriented, organized, and emphatic in what you say or do. Mine are right over. I am emphatic in what I say and do. Maybe.
Oh.
All right, crossing your T's. Do you cross at the very top or the middle?
Well, unless it's capital.
Yeah, when I capital, it's at the top.
Yeah.
But, I mean, just like a lowercase t, I guess. I don't know. At the very top, you're ambitious, optimistic, and you have good self-esteem.
Oh.
If it's right in the middle, you are confident and feel comfortable in your own skin.
Man, I'm confident and have good self-esteem.
Now, are your crosses really long?
Yes.
Or are they short?
They are long.
If they're long, you are determined and enthusiastic. However, you tend to be stubborn and have a hard time letting things go. And
I'm not changing how I cross my T's. I'm not going to do it.
If they're short, you tend to be lazy and show lack of determination. So we're good there.
Dodge that bullet.
Open and closed O's. Are your O's open?
No, they're closed.
They're closed?
Yep.
Closed, you are very private. Limited sharing your personal feelings. You're sort of an introvert.
They might be open. They might be closed. I can't tell you.
Mine are, I mean, they're closed. They're definitely closed. Yeah. If they're open, you are talkative, sociable, and able to express your feelings and have little secrecy.
Don't look at my hand.
All right. Now, not even looking at the letters, the page margins.
What? Okay.
Left-hand margin, writing all over the page. Right-hand margin. This one's kind of confusing. If left-hand margin, you tend to live in the past, have a hard time letting go of things.
Oh, is it like saying where you align it? This is where you align it.
I guess so.
So I definitely aligned it left hand.
If you write all over the page, you can sit still or relax. Your mind is constantly running. You can't sit still. Right-hand margin, you fear the unknown. You constantly worry about the future. So.
Oh, I'm most definitely left-hand margin.
Yeah, I'm left. I tend to live in the past.
I can't let things go. I wish I had done this differently. I wish I could have had right-hand margin. Why didn't I do that different? Oh, man. Just a failure.
Pressure, heavy or light?
Heavy.
I have a heavy.
Oh man, I can feel it. I think I might have gone through the paper and gone.
Heavy pressure means you are good with commitment and taking things very seriously. If the pressure is excessively heavy, you tend to be uptight and react quickly to criticism.
What's that supposed to mean? Come on.
If it's light pressure, you are sensitive and show empathy to people, but you also have a lack of vitality.
Lack of vitality. All right.
Oh, we need to sign our names.
Oh.
That's another thing. Sign your name.
Okay. Well, that was a terrible name.
Okay, you ready?
Yes.
Is your signature legible or not legible?
Not legible at all.
Not legible at all.
It's basically 2 lines.
Mine is halfway there.
I'd say yours is legible.
I usually just do JDM because, you can read
okay,
JDM.
I can see individual letters. Like
Okay.
there's an M, E, L, V, I, L, and then it kind of loses at the end. But yeah, I have a D, a dot, an L,
and a loop.
Loop.
If it's not very legible, you're a very private person and you're hard to read or understand. But if it is legible, you are confident and comfortable in your own skin. You don't need to pretend that you're something you're not. I don't need to pretend.
So, according to this, we are very authentic, but very private.
Something like that. Well, that's the test. I mean, there are other things to this. And I do have to say, this really what it has to be, like what has to happen is you need an expert to look at the context, to look at
and probably like more samples than like just that,
just
writing
the
on
one
a page and and going through a bunch of samples.
Yeah, they look at the structure and everything in kind of connected to itself. But follow along with us. Write out those things and let us know what came out. Maybe you need to write your comments out on paper and then let us know what came through.
Yeah, exactly. And our calligrapher friend.
Oh yeah.
I think that she probably could do a very good sample. She probably knows her handwriting better than anybody.
Do you think her handwriting is different than her calligraphy?
Wouldn't it be like the coolest thing if like that was your handwriting? Like you just could close your eyes and like your notes you took in class.
Like everything you did is
gorgeous.
Just this beautiful.
You basically
you frame it and put it on the wall.
Yeah, basically you're writing the Declaration of Independence. And anyway.
All right. Well, let us know in the comments. Make sure that you like, subscribe, share, and yeah.
Make sure you follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and for your made-up fact of the day.
If you subscribe to our channel, just right here below, your handwriting will instantly improve. Wow. Well, and here's the thing. You pick your nose, and you pretty much eat boogers all the time just because, it goes down your throat.
Yeah, I know.
It's funny.